About 3 years ago, I was studying illustrating at high school. But oh, did my life take a turn to a new road I never thought I would have to explore. A road filled with obstacles, making it feel like it's never ending. To give a little backstory, back then I didn't have a good home situation, like it wasn't stable. So I tried to run away from it by studying in a different city. At first, it was all beautiful. I felt very peaceful and genuinely so happy. But I think it's because I was still going home in the weekends, being able to see my mom and to reconnect with nature as well. But also back then, I was very in love. And as you may know, anywhere felt like home when I was around him, you know? After a few months, we broke up, and time goes by and I got into a new relationship which was so toxic. I lost myself, I lost my drive, and I didn't go to school anymore. And not only because of that relationship, but also because it didn't feel right. Since I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in life, so I had to find a job because I couldn't go back home back then. I applied for so many jobs and it was always a no or just no answer at all. I felt lost and so scared, and on top of that, the only thing I had left was €1 in my bank account, and I wish I was joking, but I'm really not. It was a very tough period for me, but I got a job now, I got an apartment, and I got everything my little heart desires without having to worry about it. But I couldn't have done this without my siblings, especially my brother. He helped me through so much, and I'm so grateful for them because I don't know where I would have been standing right now if it wasn't for their help, you know? But I've been feeling a bit lost this last year, and I didn't take the time to reflect on it because I was always busy working, trying to achieve anything new, to be honest. So, a little while back, I started to think about it, and it's so funny how people can glamorize literally anything. Like going to a new city, making new friends, going to social gatherings, and enjoying the city life. And I know that there are plenty of people who thrive off these situations, and that's beautiful on its own. But it's just not for me, and I realized that recently. I love to be in a city, but for a short period of time. But after a while, I really start to crave nature. I want to hear the melodies of the feathered ones and cherish the growing life around me, taking it slowly with gratitude because we really don't need that much to be happy. And right now, I'm longing for this peaceful, slow life. I feel trapped between this concrete with all this fast life, fast money, fast growth. It comes at a cost of sanity and peace, robbing the treasures we all possess. We give up the very thing we tried to gain from this fast life, impoverishing our hearts and minds with excess that we accumulate. Living here really makes me overstimulated. I'm already a very sensitive person, so really busy crowds drain me or sometimes even give me anxiety. I'm surrounded by so many sweet people, yet I feel so alone. Not being able to spontaneously visit my friends or surprise them since they live in a different city. I'm really a go with the flow kind of person, you know, so having to plan everything makes me feel so lost and lose motivation as well sometimes. What I'm missing, I won't gain from this high speed race of fast life. I will gather what my heart seeks from the beauty each moment brings. Moments to see, to feel, and to love. Some things that help me with this feeling of being lonely from time to time is making myself really feel cozy. So, lighting some candles, just putting some good vibe music on, and just enjoying the littlest moments, you know? Also, I try to visit nature as much as possible since I'm really a nature girly, so being able to go in there really makes me reset and brings my mind to peace and helps with being overstimulated. I also really love to learn new skills that I have to use my hands for since I really love these old traditional ways of making things, you know? So as of now, I was learning to make clothes and I always used to draw and I still love that till this day, and it's also very healing for my inner child, so I keep doing that. But I'm really thinking of starting a ceramics class or something that I can learn how to weave my own fabric and spinning my own wool, because I think it's so precious if you can make something from scratch yourself, you know? So that's something I really want to try, which will help me feel more like I'm not lonely in a way. And it sounds weird, but also if you try new things like this, like classes for example, you will meet new people with the same interests as you. And I'm already someone who sometimes it's hard for me to make new friends because I am already very careful for my feelings to not get hurt, but also I am very shy. I sometimes don't know how to start a conversation, so being in a situation that I know people have the same interests as me sometimes really helps with opening up. And I've also been trying to walk without my headphones on a bit more because I see that I get a lot more like random encounters that are really sweet and wholesome, because you just look more approachable to people because people know that if you're wearing headphones you're in your zone and you don't want to be bothered, if that makes sense. So that's also something that really helped me, and also being able to call my friends to recap what happened and just to tell each other that we love each other, even though we don't see each other as much as we would like to. It really helps to show and receive that gratitude of I'm here for you, and it doesn't matter that you live far away, know that I'm always here, and if I have to I will walk to you. And also reminding myself and just yourself in general that baby steps are achievements too, because you might think that because you took a little step and not something you have achieved yet, but every step closer to your goal is an accomplishment, because it was hard for you to get there, and to make the effort shouldn't be overlooked, you know? So let us pause and go slow, being intentional with every step we take. This was a little entry of how I feel in the city lately, because it's my first year living alone and it's in a city, and I'm really not enjoying it as much as I should, and that's because I'm missing nature so much, and it has made me feel lonely sometimes, and not just alone, even though I have friends here. Um, Nature has always been such a big part of my life, and not being able to see it daily really kind of breaks my heart. So, yeah, I love you guys, and I see you when we next hang out.